Call the meeting to order.
Nichols,
Yes.
Lash,
Yes.
Williams, Miller,
Yes.
Bott,
Okay, first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. We have minutes from our May 13th, 2013 regular session. Move approval of those minutes.
Second.
Nichols,
Yes.
Lash,
Yes?
Miller,
Yes.
Okay, under new business this evening, we have two resolutions. Bill number 2013-33, a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement with the Brick City Bad Boys for requested funding from the Mexico tourism tax. This is up for reading and passage. Roger?
Yes, Your Mayor. The City of Mexico currently has a tourism tax that is collected by the hotels, motels within the city limits. The attached resolution would authorize the city manager to execute an agreement with Brick City Bad Boys to receive tourism funding for an advertising campaign. The Mexico Tourism Commission met on May 15th, reviewed the application, and recommends to the Mexico City Council the distribution of $300 in advertising funding for the Brick City Bad Boys for the 2013 car cruise events. Although the Brick City Bad Boys did request $1,500, the commission felt with the delayed application that they could only allocate $300 at this time, but they do wish to encourage the organization to reapply again next year, and it would invite the organization to maybe attend one of the monthly meetings to go over their advertising needs and their estimated cost, so it may be funded at a higher rate. Staff recommends that council concur with the Mexico Tourism Commission's recommendation and proceed with reading and passage of the attached resolution.
Is this a new event, or has this been funded in the past?
It has not been funded in the past. I believe this is their second summer of the event. As you saw in the package, they were looking at 5 different nights running from May through September on Saturday nights. Hopefully, it will be successful and something that the Tourism Commission can consider for a greater amount of funding in 2014.
Those are just one-night occurrences, there's no overnight, nothing the second day or anything like that?
That's correct.
I make a motion, I read bill number 2013-33.
Second.
Nichols,
Yes.
Lash,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Bill number 2013-33, a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement with the Brick City Bad Boys for requesting funding for the Mexico tourism tax. Whereas the Mexico Tourism Commission recommends to the city council that the Brick City Bad Boys, that's hard to do without saying bad boy twice, be allowed to receive tourism funding for the tourism advertising campaign. Now therefore be it resolved by the council of the city of Mexico, Missouri as follows. Section 1, that the city manager authorized to enter into an agreement on behalf of the city of Mexico with the Brick City Bad Boys for tourism funding. Section 2, this resolution shall be full force and effect from after the time of passage. I move for passage of bill number 2013-33.
Second.
Nichols,
Yes.
Lash,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Okay, next we have bill number 2013-34, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico School District to assist in providing additional police services to the school district. This is up for reading and passage. Roger?
Your Honor, this has to do with our school resource officer program, and at this time I would like to request Director of Public Safety, Chief Susan Rockert, to go over the details.
This is the same contracts that we have been signing for the little bit. There's no changes or anything like that. It still continues to be a very vibrant service and opportunity for us. We've got a strong tradition in the school resource program, and we've got 2 very strong officers who are administering that program now.
Does that go through summer school also?
No.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions?
I think they're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I move for reading of Bill number 2013-34.
Second.
Nichols?
Yes.
Nash?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes. Bill number 2013-34, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into agreements with the Mexico School District to assist in providing additional police services to the school district. Whereas the Mexico School District desires to contract with the City of Mexico for one full-time and one part-time school resource officer to provide for the safety and protection of the students in the public school system, and whereas the City of Mexico, by and through its Public Safety Department, desires to assist in the effort of providing additional police services at all public school district locations, now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Mexico, Missouri as follows. Section 1, the city manager is hereby authorized to execute agreements with the Mexico School District to assist in providing additional police services to the school district. Section 2, the resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after the time of its passage. Your Honor, I would move for passage of Bill number 2013-34.
Second.
Nichols?
Yes.
Nash?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Under other business this evening, we have our claims, and I move we pay the bills.
Second.
Nichols?
Yes.
Nash?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Next, we're ready for council comments. Mayor Pro Tem Nichols.
I have nothing.
Okay. Councilman Miller?
Me either.
Roger?
I just want to take a moment to assure the council and the public that we will be working on our parks and streets and other activities once the rain gives us a little bit of a break. We do recognize that we'll have the Miss Missouri pageant coming up next week, and of course we will have some staff dedicated in both the Parks and Street Department to help with the setup of that event.
Okay. And I don't think I have any comments either. I would say, and I think Councilman Miller mentioned this at our last meeting, it's great to see the YMCA open their new facility, and if you haven't had a chance to get out and see it, you really need to get out there. It's a wonderful facility, and as I had a chance to tell the folks out there that evening, that I think it's a great economic tool for our community. So I can just visualize Russell and Dana taking a businessman or businesswoman out there with their family to show them the YMCA, and what a great asset that will be for our community. So, okay, ready for public comments. Are there any public comments? Yes. You want to come up to the microphone?
My name's Randy Owings. I live at 1918 Providence Road. I moved to Mexico, Missouri in 2003, and from 2003 to 2011, I had no sewer issues with the residence in which my family and I live. And we came home from our anniversary. We had celebrated our anniversary. We came home June the 10th, 2011. There'd been a storm while we were out of town for the evening and came back, and it looked like we had installed a fountain in our side yard. I don't have a fountain in my side yard. I have a sump pump that discharges into my side yard. And I walked downstairs in our basement, and our daughter had come back from some sports camp or some youth camp. I can't remember. She was asleep, and I said, "Hey, Rachel, why is there water running through our basement?" And she woke up and said, "I don't know." And so we looked around. Our basement was flooded because of a sewer backup that had come into our basement. Through the assistance of my next door neighbor, I worked until 2 in the morning ripping carpet out of the basement, hauling it up, and using our funds, some insurance proceeds, we put our basement back together, and I, with the assistance of the city, had a backflow preventer installed. And I figured if it only happened once every 8 years, I could live without sewage going out of my house if it was once every 8 years. But this spring, I might as well be living in a third world country in terms of the sewer capabilities of my house if it rains over an inch. I have called the Public Works Department at least 3 times after storms, and they tell me that the main directly behind my house and the ditch that is right behind my house is full. They go into the main on Providence Street, they tell me that's full, and then they go down to the one on Westwood and they say that's full. They come back and they tell me, well, there's nothing you can do but wait. In the meantime, I say, how do I get this problem fixed? And so I've started calling Kinsey asking for his help, and he's been more than friendly to talk to me, but I'm asking for help in any way that you all can get help out in that neck of the woods, because this is... Yesterday I came back from Moberly. What precipitated this visit tonight is I came back from Moberly yesterday after Mexico reportedly got 1 8 inches, and we weren't even home, and we came back and the backflow preventer had failed, and I had water in my basement again. So my wife and I have to take everything out, you know, go through the whole cleanup process again, and as I told Kinsey, I said it's beginning to create some family discord every time we have to do this. And so I understand that there is water infiltration, but something's happened from 2000. Something happened in 2000, beginning in 2011, that we never had this problem before, and we didn't do anything to our house. So I'm asking for help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We get a report on what's going on, I guess, at some point, council members, and
Certainly.
see what we can do to help the situation. Are there other, I should have asked you this question, are there other neighbors in your area that have the same problem, or is it just your house only?
The neighbor directly across the street does not have a finished basement, but he has water come up in his basement, but it's not an issue. It drains. I mean, he doesn't care. I haven't gone around. I have a feeling that some people down on Westwood have the same problem I do, but I haven't gone knocking on any doors asking. But I know that, I think the nights I've called Public Works, they've been contacted by other people as well.
Okay. Well, I think we need to get a summary of what's been going on with that, then, so.
Randy, did I understand you to say your backflow valve failed?
I'm guessing that's what happened, because they tell me, I wasn't all that educated on backflow preventers.
But you are now.
They tell me, the first thing I didn't realize was stuff can't come in, but stuff can't go out either when that flap falls. That creates a problem when it happens once every 2 weeks or one. But apparently, if there's enough pressure against the backflow valve, it'll blow it back, and that's what happened yesterday, I guess, because it was in. I mean, this is coming through the drains in our bathroom in the basement. It's not coming from corners of the house. It's
Okay.
What
Thank
is
you.
the sump pump?
pardon.
What was the sump pump for?
There was enough water that it was running from the first time it happened, there was enough water that it was running from our bathroom in the basement to the mechanical room where we have our sump pump, and it was just pumping it out as fast as, I mean, it was a mess.
So there had been some water before? There had been water before in the mechanical room? Is that?
No, I mean, I don't know, but I've never had any since I've lived there.
Oh, okay.
They just have a sump pump
They just had a sump pump there.
So to get
When you
the
bought
fountain-
the house, it was there.
to get the water from around the foundation, but there's a floor drain that drains into the sump pump.
Just trying to help understand, maybe there's something there that we could do something with. I don't know.
I've had, since Saturday, I've had over 3 inches in my gauge in my house, so we've had a lot of rain, but no reason why you should have water, that kind of problem, so.
It's just, every time we get a little over an inch, it's shutting down our house, and my family's sitting around going, thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other comments? Chief?
I I just wanted to give a little update on the basketball goals situation that we talked about last city council meeting. The officers have found 37 basketball goals on private property near the roadway. No traffic hazards unless kids are playing on them at the time. So we didn't do, there was nothing we could do with that. 2 were in the roadway. They were asked them to be moved, and they were moved. There was 1 other ones, and didn't catch anybody over the long weekend, I guess, so, but we'll follow up on that. But we do have a list of 37 of them in town. So that just give you something by way of update, that we did
Thank
check
you.
on them.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Beach it.
Nichols?
Yes.
Nash?
Yes?
Miller?
Yes.